Now, the probability of an event, we have a definition. It's simply the number of ways that the event can occur divided by the number of outcomes in the sample space. Now, this definition only works if our sample space is comprised of equally likely outcomes, and our event then is comprised also of equally likely outcomes. So this would not work, for a weighted die. Like if you're rolling a six-sided die, but it's been weighted, then each of the six sides are not equally likely, and so this definition will not work. But this is a good general rule for looking at probabilities for our most basic types of experiments. The number of ways the event can occur divided by the number of outcomes in the sample space. You toss two coins. What is the probability that both land heads up? So what we're going to do is look at our sample space, S, and this is where we look at all the possible outcomes when tossing two coins. So we could have heads, or heads tails, or tails heads, or tails tails. Okay, those are the four possible outcomes when we do this experiment of tossing two coins. Now the event, the probability that both land heads up, we'll call that E. Okay, the event E is simply HH. Both have to be heads up. Okay, so now for the probability of that event E, we look at the number of ways that event can occur divided by the number of outcomes in the sample space. So, well, the number of things in that event, there's only one possible way that can occur, and the number of outcomes in the sample space is 4. So we get 1/4 or 0.25. You draw one card at random from a standard deck of 52 playing cards. What is the probability that it is an ace? Okay. Now our sample space, I'm not going to list it out here, but our sample space consists of all 52 playing cards. So the number of outcomes in our sample space is 52. Okay. Now our event, I'm going to talk about the number of ways our event can occur. Our event is drawing an ace. So we need to think of how many ways that can occur. Well, there are 4 aces in the deck. There's an ace of hearts, an ace of diamonds, an ace of spades, and an ace of clubs. So there are 4 ways that can happen. So the probability of our event, okay, the number of ways the event can occur divided by the number of outcomes in our sample space, that's 4 over 52, or that reduces to 1/13.